Welcome to this episode of the Million Dollar Mastermind, where we get real world insights on winning from people who have accomplished amazing things. I'm your host, Larry Weidel, and let's get going. Welcome to this episode of the Million Dollar Mastermind. I'm Larry Weidel, and before we get started, if you want to know exactly how to win again and again, go to weidelonwinning.com/webinar now to watch something I've put together for you. Now let's get going into this episode of Million Dollar Mastermind. I'm here talking with Miguel Illidge, and I'm really interested, Miguel, in we can probably do these pretty fast. What are your the biggest things you have, principles that you operated on, because you've read the books, you've learned things, you talked to a lot of successful people. Again, you've got the great thing you talk about being in the penthouse there in the big building, apartment building right there across from the Perez Museum in Miami, and having a Colombian soccer star as your buddy in the building. Isn't it amazing when you talk to people like that? Conversation about winning always comes up, doesn't it?
Yeah, it comes up.
You cannot help learning more about winning and getting insights when you're around super successful people. That's one of the advantages. That's why I'm in Palm Beach. That's why I live in Aspen. It's just kind of, they float around, you bump into them, you have the conversations, or you hear stories about success. So-and-so's doing some kind of great thing rather than just bad things or normal things that happen. And that's kind of creating that environment for yourself. And so from all of this stuff, what are some, like the biggest concepts you go back to in your mind that you use over and over as you face different situations, good times, bad times? You're here, you're in Colombia, you're dealing with your daughter, you're dealing with your people. What are some of the biggest concepts that you have picked up and made them yours because you use them so much?
One thing that is my license plate on my cars, on both of my cars that I have here in Miami, it says no day off. That's my license plate. In a different combination of things, of symbols, but it says no day off. The other one says no day off. And it doesn't mean don't ever take days off. What it means to me is while you're building, don't take this off.
Right.
When you reach certain income, I heard R. Williams, the partner of the company, said, you don't leave the field until you're making $30,000 on overrides from your team.
Right.
So it became my motto, like, okay, no days off until I'm making $30,000 at least on overrides. And that's when I started taking this off. So for me, no days off is not ever taking days off, because it's gonna be a nightmare. You're really gonna get tired. You're gonna be, I don't know, you're gonna burn. No days off at all. But while you're building, don't take this off.
Well, here's the thing about here's why that's smart. I mean, that's just what winners do. They don't, that's not like a pledge of allegiance. That's just what winners do, because your mind never stops working.
Yeah.
And if your mind is what you've used to figure things out, that's what you've educated, and it's transformed into allowing you to be successful. And so your mind is now totally focused on how to get, your mind likes positive things. And your mind is, you cannot stop yourself, Miguel, from being attracted, and me either, from hearing things that relate to your business that will allow you to do it quicker, faster, better. Because your mind likes that kind of stuff, because like quicker, faster, better, more success. Your mind likes that. Your mind does not like ugly things. Okay. Your nature is not geared towards like the most depressed person in the building you got. The person is always whining and complaining. That's not who you want to have come over.
Yeah.
When you got some free time. You want the fun person, the happy person, the guy who's got a joke, he got he's enjoyable to be around. Well, the same way, our minds are constantly looking for ways, quicker, faster, better. And so when we're talking with people, you're at the showroom, you notice something like that, you travel, you're on the plane, we're picking up, you might be on a plane most of the day, but you're probably noticing what's happening around you, might have a conversation or two, and your mind is out there. Your mind is prospecting for new ideas, fresh things to stay inspired. Your mind like, what did they say? What did he, I like that. I like that.
Yes.
Isn't that right? So when it comes to no days off, that's a natural thing. But, because people who have a problem with that are people who don't like what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
They can't wait to get away from it. But we design these things to where we enjoy our day. We got people we enjoy, like, because you're emphatic and focused on managing people, they're making money and they're fun to be around. Who's not fun to be around? People are not making money. And so I've always said, Miguel, hey, you want to be happy in your business? Grow it. Make sure your business is growing, because your people will be happy if the business is growing. They'll be making money. They'll be getting promotions.
That's another point. Sorry that I interrupt you. That's another point. One thing that I learned is that the only way to influence my people is to do the things first myself. I have to have the results, the activity that I want them to do first. I have to do it first, and I have to show it, not just say it. I have to show it. And I became one of the top personal producers in the office, to show them, well, I like making money. Yeah, of course. But I needed to show them what I was saying, so they know, they remember, oh yes, Miguel wins. So I'm always paying attention that my base shop, my team that is the closest to me, is always in the top of the leaders, in the leaders bulletin, in the office, and in Florida, in the United States, because I need them to see. I need the new people. It's not just enough to tell them. I can't just tell them, look, do. I need to show them, because when I do, it gives me the right to ask them to do the same thing. Otherwise, I'll never have that right.
Yeah, and telling people is not enough. What are some of the other kind of concepts that pop in your mind that you find yourself repeating and going back to and again and again?
One thing that I decided to do in the office, it started a couple of years ago, 2018. I was making $500,000. I had the car of my dreams. I have a great lifestyle, a beautiful condo overseeing Brick, Miami. And I was thinking, is this it? Did I work for this? Is this the roof super life?
Right.
Because I don't feel like it's a super life. I don't really feel fulfilled inside.
Right. Yeah.
So what happened?
Well, you're not ready to die.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, what comes after this?
Right.
What I was thinking, then I realized I feel like I accomplished my goal, my immediate goal.
Right.
But my agents have not.
Yeah.
So I found a new purpose in my life. And the new purpose was to help them to get to the level that I was at that moment, at least. So I went back to the office and I decided to start a training called 90 Days Challenge. It started as a 30-day challenge. Then it became a 90-day challenge. And I was showing up at the office. I still do every day at 9 a.m., 9 to 10, a little training, 9 to 10, Monday to Friday, every day. So because I realized that if I'm at the office, my agents are at the office.
Yeah.
And they start the day with a structure. They start the day learning, getting better on their skills, on what they have to be thinking, and focusing on the money every day because I get to see them every day. So Larry, we started out on 2018. It's been 2018, 19, 20, 21. Now it's the 5th year doing it. Right now, it is called RVP Training University. It became, you know how many people started the 90-day challenge with me? 6 people.
Really?
You know how many people I have right now in that 90-day challenge?
No.
650 people every day, Larry, from 9 to 10. Everybody's income went up. I have people telling me, not even in my team, they're from Willie's team. They're my sidelines. They come to me sometimes and they say, God bless you and the RVP Training University because of that, I am here. Because of that, I'm an RVP. Because of that, I'm making the money that I'm making. So that's one of my secret weapons. One of my secret weapons is give people structure, be there, show up, be an example, and help them in their thinking on how they can be better every day, 9 to 10. Yeah. And that became an established training in our office that is going to stay there. It's going to stay there.
All right. Thanks so much, Miguel. You've got a big day flying to Colombia tomorrow. You've had a big day buying your new Ferrari and doing the podcast. And I'm going to give you a chance to say a final word for the people coming up, and they've been excited about what they've heard today.
Guys, remember always these words that I'm going to tell you. Everything is going to pass. The bad moments, the bad times that you're having right now, the struggle, the challenges, they're going to pass. And also, you're having a great time. You're having a great success. It is going to pass unless you focus on earning that success every day. So if you're starting something, you're starting a business, you're starting a new career, remember that you're new and everybody sucks when we're new.
Right.
We get better with time and activity and practice, but don't stop, because most people quit right when they're going to cross the finish line.
Yeah.
Just stay, and you'll see people quitting left and right, but you're not going to.
And now's the time to decide you're not going to be that person to quit. And you will be the person that will know the reality of the payoff from keeping on.
Yes.
Thanks so much. I'll pray for you to have a safe trip tomorrow, and look forward to seeing you back in Miami. Thanks, Miguel.
Thank you very much, Larry, for the invitation.
This has been fantastic. If you enjoyed what you've heard and are dead serious about finding out for yourself exactly how this works in the real world, I've taken the most valuable business lessons I've learned over 40 years and put them into something for you to watch. Go to whiteelementing.com/webinar now in order to move up as fast as possible. I'm Larry Weidel, and I run the $1 Million Mastermind. Go, go, go. That wraps up this episode. Consider leaving a rating and review if you like what you heard. In addition, I have a free video for you that contains my best insights from 20 years of running my own business and also coaching $1 million earners. You'll find it at whiteelementing.com/webinar. Thanks for listening, and do it big.